My name's Elvin. This is my name sign. I was born and I grew up in Hong Kong. At that time in Hong Kong, I didn't sign at all. My family didn't want me to learn sign language. And I also couldn't dance because my family didn't believe that a deaf person could do that. So I put that to the side. I moved to Australia when I was around 20, in my early 20s. I needed both English and Auslan to communicate with everyone here. And I started to learn Auslan at around the same time as learning to dance. And eventually I started learning ballet and I fell in love with it. So I stuck with ballet from then on. And it was a year or two later that I felt ready to explore the community, and I began looking around for other deaf people who I could dance with and train with. When I started learning Auslan, I could see the similarities in physical movements between sign language and dance. When I actually learned to dance, contemporary dance in particular, I saw that I could combine dance and sign language into a single form. I was getting involved with a deaf dance group, the Delta Project, in which hearing and deaf dancers work together. And we were exploring physical movements and how to incorporate Auslan into dance movements. So for example, if we're communicating house, we can use the sign to show a really large house or a lot of little houses like a community. It was a really interesting idea and we ran with it. So this project came about from the thought, why not incorporate sign language in ice skating to express my feelings through songs and through the signs as well. I just think there's a real beauty and artistry to sign singing. Auslan uses a lot of non-manual features, such as facial expression, to convey emotion. So there's a lot of meaning that audiences can pick up from the movements and from the face of the sign language, regardless of whether they know Auslan or not. So you can see the emotions expressed in the songs, which is what the songs are really about. I chose 3 songs and I tried to translate them into Auslan for skating. It was particularly challenging because I need my hands to maintain balance in skating, and the signing can put me off balance. I thought this could be interesting, a big challenge. Do I sign the whole song while skating or just pick out some lines and sign those while skating? I really want to reach 2 different audiences. Firstly, deaf people, because figure skating is usually done to instrumental music. I mean, you might have some lyrics, but the moves, the jumps and the spins are not really conveying the lyrics. How would a deaf person understand what the song is about? So I want to show deaf audiences that the music does express emotions and show them the song's meaning. I also wanted to show hearing audiences that sign language is something that you can add to artistic performances, that it has creative potential. I feel like aiming at both is a win-win. Anyone can enjoy watching it. I also had 3 songs in mind. First, Toyland, which represents my childhood, the fun and innocence of it, and how you can never really return to it as an adult. It's something we can't really go back to, but we yearn for how we remember it. It Had to Be You was the second song, which I relate to my experience being in a relationship with people. And the third song, Impossible Dream, is about the many barriers I've faced as a deaf person in a hearing world and how I've tried to overcome them. I mean, it's really about not giving up. Any deaf person can do that. Working on this project has been fun and a good learning experience. For example, working with interpreters was challenging because not every interpreter can ice skate. It was fun. And during the filming, the coach herself had to hold a camera and she's following me around the ice super close. It was unnerving. I want to express my deep gratitude to Regional Arts Victoria for funding this project. It's made it possible to undertake my first big project with me at the helm, and I've gained valuable experience in how to produce a creative project. And hopefully from here, it's the start of bigger and better things.